The Airbus A380 is the largest passenger aircraft ever built, a double-deck, four-engine super jumbo, designed to carry over 500 passengers across the world. So when people hear that Virgin Atlantic never ended up operating it, the question is simple: why? Back in the early 2000s, airlines believed the future was in very large aircraft. Airports like London Heathrow were becoming crowded, and manufacturers like Airbus developed the Airbus A380 to move huge numbers of passengers efficiently through major hubs. Virgin Atlantic showed interest in the A380 because it matched their premium long-haul brand. The aircraft offered luxury space, upper-deck seating, and even the possibility of onboard bars and lounges. On paper, it looked like a perfect fit, but the problem came down to money and efficiency. The A380 is extremely expensive to operate. With four engines, it burns more fuel and costs more to maintain than newer twin-engine aircraft. At the same time, fuel prices were rising, and airlines started focusing heavily on efficiency. Another major shift was happening in aviation strategy. Airlines moved away from the hub-and-spoke model, where passengers connect through big airports, and toward point-to-point travel, flying directly between cities. This change favored smaller, more flexible aircraft over giant super jumbos. For Virgin Atlantic, which runs long-haul routes mainly between the UK and destinations in North America and beyond, flexibility is key. It's much easier to fill two smaller planes than one massive 500-seat aircraft. If seats go empty on an A380, the cost per passenger rises quickly. There were also practical issues. The A380 can only operate at airports that have special infrastructure, like reinforced gates and double boarding bridges. That limits where it can fly and reduces route flexibility even further. By the 2010s, it became clear across the industry that twin-engine aircraft, like the Airbus A350, were more efficient, cheaper to run, and better suited to modern travel demand. So Virgin Atlantic decided to cancel its plans for the A380 and instead focus on more efficient aircraft that could adapt to changing routes and passenger demand. In the end, it wasn't that the A380 was a bad plane. It was an engineering masterpiece. But aviation moved in a different direction, toward flexibility, efficiency, and smarter operations rather than sheer size. And that's why Virgin Atlantic walked away from the world's biggest passenger jet.